What's good, YouTube? It's Aquarius of Faith and Prophecy, and man, I just wanted to, talk about, basketball and what do why do I like basketball? Um, a little story. Um, man, where should I start? Okay, um, when I was like around 5 years old, I picked up things a lot faster than, the, average, 5 year old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing things out of the ordinary. Uh, like it could be from, you know, pouring myself some cereal or, you know, um, just the normal stuff, Um, but basketball changed my life because I kind of grew up into it. Like because that was the only thing we could have watched. That's the only thing we could watch. You know, it was either baseball or basketball. That was it. Football was not even in the question. Because I never heard about football before because basketball was just everywhere. you know, so it was just it was just around us every single time, Uh, and then when we tried to go to the parks was like filled up with gangs and shit, and you know how that goes. They mark their territory. Oh, nobody can play here. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, we had to go all the way to Staten Island just to play basketball. Because Rutgers Park was just full with just a whole bunch of Crips and all that shit. But when I first picked up the basketball, it was like, damn, that shit is like lit. Like that shit is like heavy as hell. You know. And I tried to shoot it, but obviously I couldn't because I was not really that tall enough. But I felt as soon as they put the ball in my hands or I picked the ball up, like I already knew that I fell in love with basketball. Um, and then obviously as the years went on, what I'm saying, I grew. Um, and I mean the teachers was kissing El Walter, you should play basketball. Walter, you should play basketball. Because I was the tallest person in my class. At 6 foot. I was basically taller than everybody in my class. So, they was keep, egging me on, like, oh, you should play basketball, you should play this, you should play that. But my grades wasn't really that good. So, sorry, yeah, I just woke up. But in order for me to fix that, like I said, I was supposed to, fix my grades. And if I fix my grades, I can play. Obviously tryouts. What I'm saying, was every Friday. Um, you know, um, Usually when the teams make it or when the players make it, they put their name on the bulletin board in front of the gymnasium for everybody to see, and they'll set it over the intercom. All basketball players, please report to the gym. This and that and the third, and like I was that good. Like like every time I see my name, every time I see the paper on the board, my name was always on it. You know what I'm saying? But I think God had other plans for me because I think when I was in the 11th grade, I was trying out for varsity and stuff, And when we was doing our practices, what I'm saying, some dude shot it, and I went up and got the rebound. When I came back down, I heard something pop in my leg. I didn't know what it was, but it was painful as hell. So I went to the doctor. I went to the doctor, and that's when they told me that um, I tore my ACL. You know, and the doctor said that, yeah, I could continue to play, but the chances of you re popping it again, it's highly that you'll pop it. You like you'll re-injured it. You'll re-injured it again. And it was sad because the game was taken from me. The game was taken away from me from an early age. Like I was only 17 at the time. So I mean, it was just sad. But I felt like I could have contributed more, or I don't know if I took my conditioning very well. You know what I'm saying? Because I stretched every single time I played, so it's not like I just went out there and just practiced. I stretched, I did all that. We go through that every single day. So um, when like I jumped and then I landed on my legs, I just felt like a pop. I just thought that my hamstring, I popped. My hamstring was acting up, but when the X-rays came back, you know, they said that I tore my ACL. So I had to give up. I had to give up basketball. But the coach said that, look, man, I appreciated everything you did, and it sucks that your basketball career was taken away from you at a young age. But there's one thing we can do, and we can assist you as an like a coach. Kind of like a coach. You coach them up, and you make sure, not really coach them up, but you make sure that I was the conditioning head coach. You know, just making sure they exercise, and they eat all their like just they just eat the right stuff and conditioning and take care of their body and stuff like that. So I took that, not really a job, but I took that role, and I basically took it with a grain of salt and never looked back. Because if I could prevent people from doing from if I could prevent people what I went through, then I can make I can make their lives a better, I can make them lives better, you know so they could go on and pursue their career. I'm pretty sure most of y'all played you know team basketball or team football in high school, middle school. So you know when it's like when you pop something or twist something and stuff like that, and the doctor said, like, you can't, play no more, because if you do, you're gonna end up re-injuring your leg and all this. So you just had to give up the game that you like, you know, at 17. So, and I never had any history of injuries. This was my first injury, and I guess this one, stung. So, that was my little basketball story. If you have it, if you have any basketball, not really basketball story, but that's how I fell in love with basketball. But if you have a basketball story you want to tell me, y'all can let me know in the comment section down below. It was very hard. To this day, I still think that I could have played through it, but the chances of me re-injuring it again, like it was just scary. So, um, but now I just go to the park and play with my friends and stuff like that. You know, before this whole virus thing took over. Um, but I mean, yeah, man. I mean, it sucks. This. I mean, the sport that you love so much was just taken away from you. The only thing that you could do is just prevent others from, going into that same direction. But yeah, I mean, that was my story. If you like what you saw, hit the like button, smash on the notification bell. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. I got, I probably got like 5 videos today to upload, so stay tuned for that. If I don't do it today, then I'll probably do it tomorrow. Cause my niece graduation. My niece had a graduation. Third. No, it was Friday. She had one Friday, so be throwing a little, party and stuff. So if I'm busy, then you know why. If I don't upload today, then you'll know why. I probably might upload like 2 videos, and then we'll see. But yeah, thank you, and this day.